Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am assuming you clicked on this video because you're intrigued, possibly, just possibly, for some of you, fascinated in the fact that I wrote a 77,000 word novel in less than 5 months in 2020 because it's 2020 and yeah, it's a bit of a hot mess. Surprisingly, for me personally, I have had a lot of positives involving books and writing. Everything else, no. But, at least, silver lining writing, I got myself together in that regard. Usually I don't, so isn't this funny? I wrote 77,000 words in less than 5 months. It's about like 4 months and 2 weeks, give or take, because I started my third book, Danu's Curse, at the very end of August of this year, of course. And I did a bunch of stuff that I've already have been doing for quite some time, and then some new stuff that really helped, actually. So first I'm going to start off just telling you about the stuff that I always have done, which is the first and most important one is sitting down to write, and writing even when I didn't want to. There was a difference between wanting to do something and needing to do something. I needed to write this book, especially because I was unemployed for a very long time, and what else is there to do? I wasn't going to wallow in self-pity. I wasn't going to just watch YouTube videos all day. No, I decided to be productive and finish this third book that has been in my mind for like a long time. I don't even remember when I came up with it. I think it might have been senior year in high school. Yeah, I'm almost 28 now. It needed to be done. It needed to be done. And that was just a push for me to sit down and write it out. And there were lots of times where I was struggling with the plot and the characters and all of that, and I did take a few weeks off. So that, I guess that would mean like I wrote it, technically wrote it in 4 months, whatever. The timeline is a little iffy, okay? But that's why I said less than 5 months in the title. And there was just a lot of hyping myself up. I hype myself up all the time. That is not new, okay? But as a pantser, I don't plan anything out, because even if I did plan something out, it's gonna go out the window. So this is even, I guess, if you didn't know I was a pantser, then it's even more surprising, I guess, if figuring out that I wrote it in less than 5 months. I set out a schedule for myself, so I wrote 4 days, sometimes 5 days, out of the week for at least 2 hours a day. That worked for me because I had no job, so I mean, what else was I gonna do? But just FYI, that doesn't mean that that's gonna work for everyone. Basically, I should have put this in the beginning. Disclaimer, I'm just sharing tips and stuff that work for me and have worked for other people that I've talked to in the past. This doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you. Because I write in the afternoons and at night. I can't write in the morning. I'm not even gonna push myself to write in the morning, like as in before noon. It's not happening. So I just kind of rearranged some stuff in my schedule regarding chores and all that stuff to fit the writing schedule that I set up. So I just did some chores in the morning that are easy, okay, and don't take a lot of effort, and then space them out during the afternoon, not during the night, because that's rude. We don't want to upset the neighbors. What I did differently this go around compared to my first and second books would be getting tipsy and doing writing sprints with my friends that are also tipsy, and the Discord that we share together. And that helped a lot. Now, I am just normally easily, just all the time, anxious and stressed out and depressed. That's just me, okay? So it can be difficult to write when the chapter is blank and I have to come up with something because I don't know what's going on, really. I mean, in general, but also with writing. And for me, no more than 2 glasses of wine, and like halfway, not like brimming. Okay, let's not with that. We're not trying to get like Hemingway as in write drunk, edit sober. No, we're write tipsy, edit sober the next day, you know, when you have a lot of water and you're hydrated. And for me, I've had coffee. What was really new about that was it's like a whole bot thing on Discord that other people set up because I have no idea. And we would sprint for 15 or 20 minutes all in a group. We'd come together at certain times of the day, sometimes at night, depending on all of our schedules, and we would just write in bulk. And it was kind of, I don't even think it would be a competition, even though like at the end you're ranked from how many words you wrote in that time frame. I don't really think we're not paying attention to that. What we're really paying attention to is just hyping each other up. You need to hype it up, hype yourself up, hype other people up, get other people to hype you up. That is how you do it. I swear, I'm gonna swear on that. That is how you do it. I want as many people to get into writing sprints with friends. And if you are just a naturally stressed out, depressed, anxious, whatnot person, and you are all a-okay, you're good to go with, you know, a glass of wine to let go of some of that stress in your body and your mind, do that as well, if it's legal. So really, that's what I did. The second part was really helpful. I got a new writing perspective in regards to sprinting with like a big group of friends. I did do sprints in the past, but I think it's just more fun to get hyped up with every sprint that goes on for hours when you have like 10 other people doing it with you, right? I don't know. This is a big group. It's really fun. Seeing the word count automatically, and then you can set goals for yourself, and you can do challenges if you want to, and you know, just seeing how fast you type through a bot is really fun. I don't know. I mean, I like tracking my reading progress on Goodreads and, you know, having that reading challenge. So I guess that's that type of person. If you're that type of person and you're also a writer, I would suggest doing the bot. If you're part of a Discord writing server, set that up. I would highly suggest that. It's a bit of a hot mess, but it's a first draft. It's fine. And I'm thinking of self-publishing it around this time next year. I already have some beta readers set up. I would like about 6. I have 2 right now. And I think it's not that much it's not that much of a hot mess compared to my first book after I finished the first draft. And people say that, oh, you shouldn't write tipsy even because then it's going to be like horrible rewrite. It's not a rewrite. I'm just going to have to fix some numbers because I'm really bad at numbers. So I need to like really look at like the time passing and also how many warriors and Fomorians and gods have stacked up like with the good side and the bad side, because I think I messed that up. I messed up the numbers. I did. 99% sure. I would be amazed if I didn't. Because I was just churning it out. This is what is also different compared to the first and second novel. I word vomited that draft, and I have no regrets. But for me, like, so what's different is, for me, when I word vomit, it still makes sense. It's just that I'm not putting in a lot of description. I'm going to fill in that description afterwards. So there are a few chapters in my third book where it's like 1,300 words, but I can easily add in a few extra, 100 extra. I mean, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So instead of agonizing over trying to write another 300 words, we're just going to move on to the next chapter. Also, really important, I hope you take away from that, word vomit of a first draft is how you get really fast first drafts. I mean, I wouldn't, if you want to, but I wouldn't, and I don't see myself doing this, of what I see a lot of writers do, actually during, you know, the National Writing Month, whatever. Nano, whatever. I know. I just embarrassed myself right there. They'll take a screenshot of, like, in parentheses, dialogue between this character and that character, and then they move on. That works for that if you want to write a novel in 1 month, but I don't, like, if you are trying to get it in like 5 months, unless you're an extremely slow writer and you don't have a lot of time, I wouldn't suggest doing that, because that means a lot of extra work for draft 2, 3, 4, how many, whatever, I don't even know. So just churn it out, have a fun time, find your writing group that will hype you up and hype yourself up. Don't take it too seriously, but also take it seriously. You know, it's a balance. It's a balance. And just go with it. I didn't expect, really, even though I was unemployed for that time, to actually get it done in 5 months, but I did. And I just know now that I can get something done in less than a year, because my second book was a year, and that was because of a really stressful job, you know. I just didn't have the mental energy. But this time I did. But even then, I was just churning through it, because we have, you know, the writing sprints, and I just was in a groove, you know. Get into your own groove. And I hope you have a new groove or two watching me just, you know, talk about my groove. We'll figure it out together, you know. Or you'll figure it out without me and this video. It's all okay. But if you're inspired to do something, you know, maybe you do whiskey instead of wine. I don't know. Just do you, but, you know, figure it out. And I think it will be an eye-opener for a lot of people. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great reading and writing day. Bye!